Hey, so can you hear me?
Yep.
Uh, man, this Duchess is kind of pretty pretty OP if you really use it right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had some thoughts.
You have some thoughts?
Yeah,
What's your thoughts?
uh, what do you think about if we like with Bryson, if we ask him to
To what?
if you ask him to if you ask him uh to to not just wait to like that's that restage. Can he restage on any hit, or does it have to be a super?
He could restage on any hit.
Then why don't we ask him to uh so spam it the restage?
I mean, he has to wait for it to cool down. He can't just use it whenever.
Yeah, but does it cool down pretty fast?
It does. It has a pretty quick cooldown.
Yeah, I mean at the minute it's done cooling down, and like if because if I'm hitting him a lot and you hitting him a lot, and then he just restage and then a few seconds later, like I don't know how long it takes, but then just keep just spam it on that stack over time.
I guess.
Is he on?
Yeah, he is.
What do you think about all three of us going in there as Duchess and just spamming it? Since we're experimenting now anyway. and then we can just kind of trade invisibilities. What do you think?
Alright.
You don't like that idea?
I'll try it. Want me to invite him?
How come I can't get it? Oh yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me.
ba. Closer.
Hey, what is considered skill? Is that the abilities we've been doing?
Yeah.
So like grappling hook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh. Oh, hello.
All right, son, you almost ready? Son, son, you there?
Hello?
Son, are you there?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Uh, you almost ready?
You want you want us to all run that shit?
Yeah, that's an experiment. Bryson, you there? We, we're gonna we're gonna all run Dutches. And I got this idea that if we all run Dutches, you don't have to wait. I think I'm not sure, but we're gonna experiment with it. But I don't think you have to wait to do the restage. I think you can just spam it, so all of us can do. Like once we start slashing them, whoever the enemy is, and then we just run restage because it comes back faster than the ultimate, and then we just spam invisibilities, right? Um, when we do have the ultimates, and so we'll just see how this goes. So, do you remember how to use Duchess?
Yeah.
All right,
Bruh.
what happened?
What the matchmaking fail? I don't know how the fuck matchmaking fail when all three of us are already in here, but oh fucking well. Shit made no sense.
You think this is one of those? All right, well, can you try it again? Oh shit, what's going on?
Shit, here we go again.
You think because we switched character?
Game's the game's saying, uh, nuh you can't do that. Nuh
Should we
Try
put
it
a?
again.
Should we do it by password?
No, try it again. This is
All right, go past this.
you mean triple? You mean triplets? Yeah.
No, you could be. You could be. Anybody could be anybody, whatever they want. It doesn't. It doesn't mean it makes sense to do it.
The fuck does that mean? You wanna try it again?
Did you level? Did you level up? Right,
Awesome.
I'll put mine in there. Oh, what you guys got now? What? Um,
Ow. Okay. Jesus Christ, dude.
oh, this is a terrible idea. Yeah, I don't know what I think.
Yeah, I missed my fucking son. I missed I miss the family.
Well, it was just an experiment. That's all. Well, we were kind of fucking that last guy up pretty good.
Could be killed quicker with our usual guys. Um, so not even worth fucking going to it. I don't think we have enough rooms. Um, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. There's a cave right here.
Shit.
Ow. I don't know if I can get that. Fuck it. You don't even want to try to get in there? Oh well. Wow.
How many flash you have, son?
4. Oh shit.
Fuck that Taurus thing. Oh, shit. Shit.
Bruh. Okay.
Well, that was a experiment. They went like we probably didn't want it to. Uh, I basically wonder if we had been a higher level. What do
We
you think,
used to
sir?
be you know, it's funny.
What
We used to be able to get past the first boss in level 5. Now it seems like we can't get past anything.
did you look? Did you look it up to see what it's
There was no modifiers this time. I don't know about last time. Unfortunately, I started recording when I already selected the activity, so I didn't actually get to see if there was a modifier or not. But I know there wasn't a modifier this time. I just don't.
you don't go back to your old character?
What do you think?
No, I'm asking you.
Do you think I should?
Uh, I mean, how do you think we did?
We didn't get. We
I
didn't.
think the first part of it was just learning the character. I think we got better when we fought the boss, but we were kind of low level. It makes me wonder if we had been a higher level. Because we started kind of getting in. I don't know how you feel about it, but I felt like about a third of the way through that fight, we started getting into a routine. And I also noticed, man, when we went down, we got each other out faster. You know, there was kind of some trade offs. You know, but that restage, did you do any of that?
I did that a lot.
Did you notice it?
I'll say this. In terms of melee damage, I would say if I don't get a rapier as Revenant with holy damage on it or some kind of faith scaling on it, then the melee damage was decent as far as fighting little guys, but it was still kind of somewhat abysmal when it came to fighting bosses. Um, uh, I even had bleed damage at some point, but it's not really effective against guys that can't bleed. It's ineffective, um, for obvious reasons, right? Um, when it came to bleeding and enemies that can bleed, it wasn't so bad. I got a little bit of a damage buff because of the bleed procs, and then I was also able to restage the bleed procs. But against enemies that can't bleed, it's pretty much fucking useless. Um, and in terms of any type of magical weapon versus physical weapon, there's not really much of a difference. I don't understand the scaling with that. I would assume that her scaling would have been a little bit better when it came to magical damage versus physical damage, but I guess not. Um, her if I would say this, she's definitely a little bit more. She has a bit more health than Revenant, and a little bit more tanky. She could survive more against some things. Um, some cases it doesn't really make a difference. Uh, Another thing is she doesn't do as much damage as Revenant if I have a good spell. If I have a good spell, like any type of Ring of Light spell, she doesn't even come close to how much damage I could do a Revenant. But the only time she had damage that could compete was when I had Bleed. But like I said, I can only use Bleed on targets that can bleed. If I'm fighting against stone type targets or any type of automatons or anything like that, or enemies that I can't hit very frequently, even if they are able to be bled, then it all that shit kind of goes out the window. Um, well, at least with Revenant, if I did have a good spell, I could almost always guarantee to have some type of decent DPS. But it's in here. We had three Duchess. We were all using restage, and it was taking us forever to kill the first fucking guy. And I remember when we first started playing the game, we were fucking the first guy up at level 5. We're like level 6, almost level 7, and it's like it's taking Jesus Christ, it's taking forever. Um, I feel like she's great if she's restaging other people's damage, but she's not so great restaging her own.
What do you think, Bryce?
That's all you have to say. No analysis, and you're fine.
It sounded like he thought it worked well. I got mixed feelings. I just think we're judging this based on the good runs we did with characters that uh, we've been familiar with. Because I've been playing with Wilder since day one. But if I judge it based on just first time I ran with it, and we had three of us, I think it was a learning curve to try to figure out how to do it. But I could see the possibilities. Like when we went invisible, um, there were several times like I went invisible, and so I'm not sure if Bryson or you went invisible. But I noticed that I went invisible. One of you guys made me invisible, right? And I noticed that I did some restaging too. I just sometimes I forgot. But here's the thing that I think was in terms of damage uh, that you might not be aware of in terms of my input is I just went in there with those blades and uh, well because we were trying to I wasn't I wasn't used to running around without seeing you beat a doll. I got confused. I was like, because I couldn't tell which one was Bryson and which one was you, and so that threw me off a little bit. And the only reason why I say that is I didn't get an extra flash. I only had three flashes the whole time. Um, I will say that uh, when we're fighting individually, one on one. against enemies, I think it's problematic. But when we uh, team an enemy, that enemy has no chance, right? I noticed that there's a couple of times that I was fighting a knight, and the knight was uh, focused on me, and I saw Bryson go up behind him a couple of times, and he fucked him up, because the knight was on me, and I was hitting him from the front and dodging, right, and so and there was some times when all three of us um, was hitting him, and I think that first one that first boss, um, I agree the damage wasn't that great, but like I said, I just had blades. I forgot to pick up some a real, like you said, a rapier or whatever. I forgot to pick up an actual curved weapon, right? And or straight, like, well, something's gonna do a little bit more damage than these blades. So I was just hitting him with blades, right? But one thing I will tell you is, man, that guy was focused on. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but it was part of the fight. It looked like he was focused on me, and man, I was dodging away from him so fast. It's like my stepping was coming back fast. I mean, I got hit because I dodged right into his head when he was slamming. But if I hadn't made that mistake, I would. I think I would have survived. But even when I went down, I noticed that both of you guys would get me up fast, right? And I know when one of you guys is down, whenever I help get somebody up, it was pretty fast. I didn't realize that character was that fast, right? Uh, which is brings me to this point. That character is fast, so I got to get used to it. I've been playing this Wilder, and although the Wilder is not like extremely slow, it's still compared to that Duchess. It's like it's fucking that Duchess is Flash, right? So I'm like, God, I got to get used to that movement, right? And I don't have any character that I played so far that has that side movement like the Duchess does, right? So I like that. Um, but I will say, unless we can get some better struggle weapons, these fights are gonna be long, And I don't know if I want to be doing no long ass fight like that, right? Because I think with three of us, even if we did have the weapons, um, unless we um, the weapons do a lot of damage, and then we restage with a higher weapon damage. Because maybe that was a problem we had. I don't know what weapon did you have, Bryce? Yeah, yeah. See, he was using that, and I was using it, and you these yours was a little bit more upgraded than that, but um, I don't know. I think I guess I'll be honest with you. I was kind of missing son. I was missing you playing with that dog. What's that dog's name again? I don't know why I keep forgetting. Yeah, So
Why were you
I
missing? Why
huh?
were you missing? Why were you
I was
missing
I
him?
was missing those extra guys to come in there, and I was missing that the magic where uh when I'm far away, you don't have to put yourself in danger to come get me. Uh, and when you run away to whatever the next place is, you stand out because you got that bright color. So it's easier for me to see where you are, even though sometimes you blend in.
Do you want to try two Duchesses and the Revenant?
What's the point? What would that do?
So you only want to do three duchesses?
No, I'm just asking how do you see that going?
Well, I feel like
Because I do miss that.
it's really reliant. I feel like if you have a character, because we can look at the stat sheets right here. If we have a character, right, because even if she doesn't have great arcane, you know, she has a C skill and an arcane, and a D skill and stamina and strength, right? So those are and a C skill and health, which is so those are her lowest stats, right? It's like um she has a B scaling in faith, dexterity, and FP, and A scaling in intelligence. Right, so she's pretty much. So actually, it appears here that she's actually probably a better sorcerer than she is an actual dexterity character, just based off of the stats, right? But that's going back to what I was saying. She is considered to be more of a caster than anything. But then that brings in the question: uh, Are you playing? Why exactly would you be playing Duchess then, right? Unless it's just for evasion or resetting other people's supers, right? Because it's like if you're gonna play a sorcerer, you might as well just play recluse because recluse has a better scaling in both intelligence and faith, right? So it's kind of like she can cast all spells, right? And she'd also do it more efficiently. But recluse has the second best evasion